This is probably going to be one.
Something really good.
What?
Can't watch a movie.
And that's when she told me it was stage 4.
Don't care about your rapture dream. I'll care about your rapture dream when the rapture comes.
We got DC Young Fly in the house tonight, y'all.
I guess this is good. I don't know if I'm gonna get copyrighted
Mall
though.
fires, earthquakes, blah,
So,
blah, blah. The real tragedy is this laundry.
This.
Lucky for
I do
me,
want y'all to see me
there's
building
Tide.
the star though.
From 1987 to 2025, Tide is no stranger to stains. It's got to be Tide, now boosted. Liberty Mutual customizes.
Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance?
We got DC Young Fly in the house tonight, y'all.
I'm weak, bro. I'm weak. Can't even fake it. Can't sit here and say I got it all together.
This is a side of DC I don't think people done seen a lot of.
If it was solely upon me, fuck all y'all, man. Like, I don't want to do none of this, bro. You think I care? I would rob y'all, bro. I would be out here being a whole menace to society, bro. I don't want to be a disobedient. I'm scared of being disobedient, bro.
You like Trench Churchy, low-key.
More information about the tragic loss of former Wild 'N Out star Jackie O. Cause of death as complications from cosmetic surgery.
I get the news before it hit anybody else. So now I gotta figure out how to stay calm. Man, don't understand what. People in this is so hard, bro. It's super hard, bro. Super hard. Every day I wake up, bro. Hard. It's my first time to text on TV.
Okay.
This is The Deep End with Lecrae.
If you just now locking in, man, I got my guy DC on Fly in the building, man.
Get it?
I mean, what do you say about the man? You know what I'm saying? He is iconic for multiple different things. A lot of y'all know him for his comedy. You know what I'm saying? But outside of being a comedian, he's an actor. You know, you didn't see him on the screen, and then he's a musician. So don't sleep on the musician side of him. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we honored to have you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, you know, I've been around long enough to see you go from zero to hero. You dig what I'm saying? So I remember, I don't even know if you remember this, but I remember we was at the same barbershop, No.
I'm just gonna say,
Yeah,
in the cut.
In the cut.
In the cut on the west side.
On the west side.
By the QT.
Yeah, boy. You know what I'm saying? By the QT. You know what I'm saying? So, in the trenches.
For sure.
And I remember just in the trenches. And, bro, this when you was just doing stuff on IG.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is that how it popped off? Was you like...
It popped off. I always got to tell the origin of the story. It popped off on Vine. With my boy Fatty Pay, Moneybag Mafia, US 2500. We had a team called Team E.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we was all on Vine, and then Vine, we caught the Vine wave. Well, Fatty Pay was on the first.
Yeah.
Fatty Pay and Moneybag was on the first.
Yeah.
Fatty Pay introduced it to me on some like how to record a video. Moneybag, I recorded my first video with him.
Okay.
In the summertime. And then Fatty Pay was like, bro, record this video, bro. Just do this, bro. Just
because you was funny. They knew you was funny. Yeah.
And then it just hit, but Vine was on the come down.
Yeah.
So while Vine was on the come down, I popped off on Vine. And then it was just like, how y'all finna shut Vine down? And I just got on here.
Just got some motion.
They talking about finna shit down in January. So I'm like, bro, I need to go somewhere else. Ain't nobody looking at no videos on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know if you at that time if you was to post a video on Instagram, they gonna skip it. They not even watching it. It look crazy. It's just nobody cares about the video portion on Instagram because at that time people were going for things for what it was for.
Yep.
Instagram is for pictures. Vine is for the video. Why would I go on Instagram for a video when I would just be on Vine, bro?
Yep.
Vine finna go out of bed and I said, man, I gotta go somewhere. I said, man, I'm gonna just try Instagram. I'm gonna try Instagram.
Yeah.
I tried Instagram, bro. When I tried Instagram, out here, bro, just went crazy. Kept going. And then Wild 'N Out came, he followed me after that. Then I'm gonna roll with my
Right
kid.
after Instagram,
Like,
Wild 'N Out
soon
came.
as-
Because I promise you, I was just watching you talk about Shaq's toes and the little muscular boy.
I can break down the leg. I can break 13, November, December, Vine.
Yeah.
14, all Instagram.
Yep.
Again, the 15, I got a Wild 'N Out audition.
Okay.
Excuse me, got booked. We on Wild 'N Out
It was on.
15. But people gotta understand, Wild 'N Out only shot 8 episodes. That was like $6,000 for the whole season. For the whole season.
Ooh, you gotta figure out how to make it shake.
So lawyers had to be paid. Insurance, you gotta pay taxes. You gotta pay your manager.
Yep.
So to the nigga eye, they like, what?
You make
Man, I probably went home about 1,800 if that.
Oh, hey, good day.
But we still in the trenches.
Yeah.
Now I understand how it feels to be on TV and still be in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a hustler, man. I know how to use that. I know how to. You feel
Where'd
me?
that come from?
Work it.
Talk to me about before all of this. Like, what was you doing as a little kid? Like, I seen all of your, like, I'm like, yo, he can do everything.
I
Well,
used
who
to
was
think
this you
about
knew as a
Chinese
kid?
people. I used to think that they were mad
Yeah.
smart,
Was you in class
and
doing all this stuff? Was you dancing?
I used to
singing?
think that they knew how to do karate.
They say I'm a fool.
Those are all childish
Listen,
things.
It was so hard to try to convince
And
people
then
I'm not funny.
COVID came out,
Mm.
and then I used to think that
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I
they
ain't-
probably
that ain't
mad
what I'm
nervous
even
about
aiming for.
how
You feel me? I'm a cool
we're
kid,
viewing
bro.
them.
I want to be Chris Brown, bro. You feel me? Like, what you saying? Ain't nothing funny about me. I want to be Michael Jordan. What's funny? And they like, bro, it's that. And I'm
because
like, what is that? They like, see,
of the
look at
situation that
And
it
so as I
COVID
kept,
came
you know what I'm
from
saying? Just coming up in the neighborhood, I always knew
that part
my
of the
mannerism and the
Middle
way I
East.
carry
What is it
myself.
called?
And to be real, bro, I always had good energy. If I'm
Okay.
amongst the gorillas,
I don't know
Yeah.
where or what I'm talking about
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
China is right now, but
who in here goofy as hell? Me, nigga. Like, I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like that was always my mannerism and how I was brought up and the way God was
But
just
right
molding
now,
me, bro, it was
I don't
just-
think
it was just-
nothing.
It was just
Yeah.
set up every step of the way, and I just had to understand.
I don't think nothing
understand
about Chinese
my
people.
purpose and understand why I was
Why?
here.
What do you think about Chinese people?
Even still to this day, I'm still trying to capitalize me
Yeah.
and my personality. I'm like, man, I know I've been doing this my entire life,
Yeah.
but how do
Yeah.
I come up with this joke? How do I make it me?
Did you feel pressure? Like, because I seen a lot of, on your journey up, it was like a lot of folks was like, this the new Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Did you feel pressure to like, oh, I gotta become what they want me to be in order to make it? Because I remember a season where I was kind of like trying to see where you was gonna go. You know,
Right.
you was the TRL.
I think I messed up,
It was
right?
like, where's he gonna go with this? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, how did you feel pressure?
It was pressure because, bro, they ain't getting me a chance, bro. You feel me? Like, God damn.
This
I
one
don't
has
know
1,
what none of
2,
this
3,
is.
4,
Soon as
5.
soon it was,
1, 2,
it
3,
was the
4, 5.
notoriety from new people
1,
who don't know
2,
me versus me
3,
trying to
4.
learn the
1,
journey.
2,
You know
3,
what
4.
I'm saying? I'm like, so people gotta
This
understand
one
how
has
to tune that
5.
shit out.
Mhm.
You
This
already
one
this
has
person your whole
5.
life. This is their first time grasping who you are. It's their opinion.
That's good.
I'm still trying to figure out. So I'm like, I hear all that, but nigga, that ain't.
Well, I don't know who am I.
He fucking with me. You feel me? I got to keep focused. So This the thing where I say the Chris Tucker comparison, right? First of all, I always say I'm glad to be compared to a great nigga. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we from the South.
Mm-hmm.
We have a similar style and a similar way of talking, but we two different comedians.
Mm.
Now, that's just like, I had to put it in perspective, like, you got two comedians from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
They both sound the same,
Mm-hmm.
but they going over there doing two different things. It's a diaspora. So if you ain't from the South, man, the hell? No, I'm not trying to be like Chris Tucker, nigga. That's just how I talk, fool. I can't help that. So it was just more so like, how do I make my name be up there with Chris Tucker but be different?
Mm.
I'm glad you saying, but you just saying I remind you of a great good.
Mm-hmm.
But damn it, I got to be different.
Yeah.
I can't help how I talk. How do I be different? And all I kept saying was just be you, Fly. Just be you.
Yeah.
And we end up doing the show in LA. And this is why I love the OG, bro. And this is why a lot of the OG got respect for me, bro. Because I've been put in the fire, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I've been put through little homies situations where I know you treat me like a little homie.
Yeah.
But nigga, I must do what I need to do
You
because
gonna
it's like boxing.
Survive.
I only want to box in here with niggas that spar for real.
Yeah.
I don't want to come in here and beat everybody up. I ain't really learning.
Yeah.
I want to come in here with a nigga who trying to knock me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
So I go do Chris Spencer, but he know it too, and he'll tell you this story. Chris Spencer, OG in the game.
Yeah.
I'm headlining, and I ain't never did my first time to tell, so I'm gonna tell you, cause you my partner. I'm headlining a show in LA. And you know, word of mouth get around. And you know, word of mouth get around. Just so happened, Chris Tucker shows up to the show.
Mm.
Chris Tucker shows up to the show. Now, when you do comedy, they let people go up on stage, and it's kind of like I'm only headlining the night of a pop-up night.
Yeah.
But it's like it's LA. You're gonna see like 6, 7 great niggas, and then here I come. I'm gonna do a 25, 30.
Yeah.
Man, Chris Spencer let Chris Tucker go on stage, and I think he did probably like a good dub.
Okay.
Did a good dub.
Okay.
Now.
El nuevo Unstoppables le da a tu ropa 24 horas de frescura continua. Huele imparable.
What's up, Alan King?
Hold on to every memory this time of year and make it another December to remember. Because the greatest measure of the season is how it makes you feel. The December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models.
This shopping season, save over $390. Book a last-minute weekly stay. Book now on Vrbo.
One signature, and suddenly you have to explain why your child can't see you this weekend. I'm Ellen Wright, here to help you protect your child's future with legal guidance and proven experience. Whether it's custody, parenting time, or just peace of mind, we're with you every step of the way. You're not just fighting for time, you're fighting for childhood moments. Click below to begin your journey with the right family law group. One click is all it takes.
You always gotta look at it both ways. Come a real nigga, bro. That's how you stay in the game, by being a real nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like Chris was trying to come up there to outshine or even do that.
Mm-hmm.
It was more so of a time pass.
Mm.
You feel me?
Mm.
You feel me?
Okay.
You
Okay.
gotta know how this shit work out here.
Okay.
Just to maneuver, because you could be a bit of hateful ass
Yep.
nigga, bro, and that ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Yeah.
It's an OG saying, hey, shawty, I hope you know what I'm doing. If you know what I'm doing, you gonna do what you gotta do.
Here go the assist.
Here go the
look
assist.
pass. Yeah.
Now, if you know what I'm doing, nigga, turn up, man.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I bet. He go do his thing. And then I go up there and do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say I ain't hear no comparison ever since.
Cause they saw. It's like, oh yeah, nah.
We two different people. Now it would be crazy if we both go on tour like father, like son tour.
Hey, hey Chris, what's that?
You feel me?
What's happening?
You feel me? So
Yeah.
it was a more so of like, that was my moment to say, here's my name.
Yeah.
Here's his name.
Yeah.
Chris, since I know what's going on,
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
You feel me? Like I saw that. So some niggas can say what they want to say, how they feel, how they want to feel. But I know as a little homie and a big homie, man, he just was like, I'm finna, turn up. I ain't tripping. I ain't come out here to do this, and I ain't come out here to outshine you or do nothing. I just want these folk to know that you is who you is.
Yeah.
I'm who I am. And guess what? It ain't no hate up. It just all love.
Hey, listen, you know what the #1 rated gift is out here on Wirecutter? I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's Aura Frames. Now, Aura Frames is like, it's a super perfect hidden gem that becomes someone's favorite gift after they're done unwrapping this. Trust me when I tell you, right? If somebody gave you a really great gift last year, then, you want to show them that you appreciate it. There's maybe a new person in your family or your friend that you want to show some love to. Is there somebody in your life that deserves some extra special attention? This is what you need to do. You need to get them the Aura Frame. Because what this does is it allows you to put unlimited free photos and video on a frame just for them. You just download the Aura app, you connect to the Wi-Fi, then you can preload the photos before it ships. They get it, they're like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this moment. This is so beautiful. And then guess what? You can keep adding from anywhere, anytime, and personalize your gift. Let's say, oh, you forgot to add a picture to that, or you found a new one. Bow, you add it to them. They're having a rough day. You send them a picture reminding them of a time when it was bad, but it got better. It's straight from your phone. It's all year long. It's a gift box included. Every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with 0 price tag. So please do not wait. Win the holidays right now with Aura Frames. All right? Listen to me. For a limited time, you're saving on this perfect gift. All you gotta do is visit auraframes.com. You get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames. Like I said, named #1 by Wirecutter. You do this by using my promo code LaCrae at the checkout. AURAFrames.com, promo code LaCrae. The deal is exclusive to listeners, and the frames sell out fast, so get yours now. Get it in time for the holidays. Also, don't forget to support the show by mentioning us at checkout, and terms and conditions do apply. I feel like you represent a new generation of like entertainer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like because I remember when you first popped on the scene, everybody was asking about your face tats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was like you didn't bow down to the pressure and then like that. You was like, nah, this is me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what was that season like when people is trying to make you into what they already knew, but you like, nah, I'm a different something?
My second season of Wild 'N Out
Okay.
was my worst. They don't even show them episodes like that either, so I'm glad.
Word.
Yeah, man, because it was like I was thinking of the business, even though I was thinking of the business the correct way.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the business too fast.
Okay.
Because I'm like, you know how when you so street, them folk like, man, they scared, man, you got to do this.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
Yeah.
And then I started doing like little nuances of what they were saying. Then I just wasn't feeling myself, bro. You feel like, you know how you just not like, bro, this shit, I ain't doing nothing. This season is trash. All this trash.
Yeah, but, hey, what I need to do to get on?
Next season, I said, no. Get back to what you do.
Yeah.
You listening to them too much.
That's good.
That ain't what got you here. That got you here. So perfect that. Be professional with that.
Yeah.
Understand what this is first before you try to change some shit. You feel me? Because you know how the industry be like you said, my face tattoo and doing this and doing that. Wait, you gonna accept the face tattoo? That's don't mean nothing.
Yeah. The talent is here.
What you saying?
Yeah.
You finna put a look on what I'm bringing?
Yeah.
This the look.
Yeah. Yeah, rock with it. This is the new era.
This is it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it was just like I had to tighten up real quick, and once I tighten up, I was like, all right, now be a professional and be a businessman, but always want to do better. Just don't try to do better.
That's right.
You trying to do what they saying is
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
No, do better because you know better.
And it worked for you.
And it worked.
It worked for you to another degree, another level. Like, it's funny
I
because
do try to rock with Lecrae. I do.
you know, when I think back on that, on the
Let's see what Under White Belly talking about with this one.
Laser focus. This is Ryan. Everything you got. Tulane takes on Ole Miss, followed by James Madison in Oregon. The first round of the college football playoff presented by Allstate. Saturday at 3:30, followed by college football playoff postgame presented by AT&T on TNT. I love you.
Wow.
Wait, is this a game?
Sure. Hello, it's Leia. I'm in London and it's Fashion Awards night. In hotel rooms all across the city, some of the biggest names in the industry are going to be getting ready for this evening. One of which is Lias. He's a social media icon. He's known for his gorgeous red lipstick, Le Watch Party, his huge viral events that are making fashion accessible for everyone. So I'm going to go get ready with him. I've got some gorgeous desert diamonds to surprise him with, and I'm going to add a bit of sparkle.
All right, Logan.
Yes, sir.
Logan, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
I grew up in California, Bakersfield, California. We moved whenever I was 11. We moved to Odessa, Texas. Whenever I was 11, my dad's job at Bakersfield's an oil town. And we moved to Odessa, Texas, Midland area, because of his job at the time.
How do you describe your childhood?
Roughly, or like it's all right. I think I mean, I don't have like a horrible childhood. I don't think I don't remember anything gnarly. Nothing really.
What kind of kid were you in high school?
I mean, I didn't graduate. I dropped out sophomore year, I think, and I just went to work. You know, everyone in my family, my cousins, even my mother's in the oil field, everyone, and so I just left.
So you worked in the oil fields?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. That's why I dropped out. Was just everyone. There's so much money in it. Like, why stay in school and go in debt in college when? I mean, I was 17, making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Working in the oil field.
Working in the oil field. I mean, you're working hard. You're not having fun. You're getting dirty on a rig. But you know, I was a caser, and I can't say the name, but yeah, the company I worked for was great. They treated me good. I got paid really well. You know, I had four cars. You know, I had everything I ever wanted, and I would go buy brands in stores. I was happy. All my family all made money. We were doing great, and yeah, of course I dropped out, and I mean I had fun with my money. I was a kid. I didn't know like what to do with it. I didn't invest $1.
One of the things you liked to do with it was skydiving, correct?
Yes, sir. Well, I started skydiving relatively, like, it's pretty new for me. I'm not a professional skydiver first and foremost. Like,
how old are you?
I'm 28 right now, sir. I started jumping whenever it hasn't even been a year. Whenever I had my first skydive, but whenever you become a student at schools, I mean, at least the one. I can only speak for one because I was only at one, but yeah, you can jump as much as that plane's going. You can go. You know.
I'm gonna use all the chopsticks that I have.
To just have fun, or you want to become an instructor?
I want to be an instructor. Yeah, some people.
There's still some more on the bottom of the arts and craft bin, but I'm not gonna. I'm not digging for that right now.
For this feeling, they do certain things. Some people rob places or people. Some people do drugs. Some people do whatever. You know, my fix was the sky. The adrenaline dump that you get from just taking one step. It's so easy, and it's so much fun. Like right now, even with everything considered, like I would still go. That was my crystal meth. I dropped everything for it. Me and my old lady Meg, we moved to San Antonio to be just closer because we were in Odessa. I had a good job. She had a job there. Everything was fine. We were making money, doing good. Just quit it all, leave, and to go jump. That's all I wanted. She supported me in that, and she, thank God, she's a nurse. You know, she can help me in that, and she can get a job anywhere. But
So you got into skydiving. Tell me what happened to you 3 months ago, this summer.
I got into skydiving because of my girl. She took me for my first tandem for her birthday. She's already been, and from there it was just love at first sight. I loved it.
Skydiving?
From the moment I would drive 4 hours.
I think I was gonna go
jump.
skydiving one time.
And recently, about 3 months ago, give or take, I had an accident. I was on my last jump for graduation for my A license, and that's really I'm a super new skydiver. It's about 25 jumps. That's a lot to someone who has never jumped. I understand that, but I've personally met somebody with 12,000 jumps. So 25 is nothing. They do that in a weekend. Anyway, it was just like any normal. The last jump, that's supposed to be your fun jump. You tell the that's the first time really you tell the instructor what you're gonna do, and you've learned everything that he had to show you. You learned how to flip. You learned how to swoop and duck. You learned how to do things such as deploy and just to prove to him already you can do it safely, and I did. I proved to him enough that he was confident, and he let me go many jumps before. And this one, I just told him, hey man, I just want to do flips. I love doing the fronts and back flips, and you have about a minute of free fall.
Hurry up and get to the point. Get to the what? Get to your accident.
And at that point, they allowed me to wear a face shield. It's just it's kind of like if you can describe it, it's just like a street bike helmet. So to speak, but it's a little bit rised up in the back. Anyway, I'm falling. Everything's fine. I had a time of my life. The minute goes on, it feels like it feels like 5 minutes. It feels like a good long time. I got to deployment time 4K. I waved. I said, "See ya." And whenever I did that. Please mind you, my father and the instructors came and seen me in the hospital, and they told me it would happen. I haven't watched the video myself. There's a video. I can't bring myself to watch it, but they explained everything that happened to me. And if I do get that, I might have to pause just for a second. But when I deployed, I just had a misfire. My parachute deployed, and I'm good. And then they said I looked over and I have 2 parachutes up. That's fine. We train for that before every jump. It doesn't matter if it's our 1st or 25th. We're practicing our APs, and I know what that is. It's side by side. It happens. These are equipment that gets jumped multiple times every single day, and it's packed by a human. It wasn't by me. It was by a person trained to do these things. And so I see it, and okay, we got a problem, and it's usually really easy. You untoggle, which pretty much means put it in drive, and you very, very gently. You don't do sharp turns or flares all the way down, nothing like that. You just go. You just
Booty.
wherever you're going, that's where you're going. And
Can you come here?
Like you have 2 massive
Give me some water.
pieces of fabric on top of you.
I ran out.
Well, unfortunately,
Come and get me some water right now.
I hit a situation where
Don't talk back to me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care what you're talking about.
What happens
That's
is,
good that you're talking about it, but I don't care.
I know you don't care. That's why I'm still saying something.
Okay.
The thing is that there's not enough for both of us.
Yeah, right. There better be.
You have a big bottle.
You're not going to fill it all the way up.
I know I'm not going to fill it all the way up, but
I'm going to get some water, though.
I have to fill it up enough so you won't bother me again.
All the fabric goes over my head. I probably lost about 1,000 foot, in give or take. I don't know. I wasn't looking at my altimeter after 4K, so I don't know where I was at. I don't
What'd
remember
you say?
that part anyway. My instructor was above me or below me because he didn't pull at my time. He pulls below me to make sure that I'm deployed, unless he had to come up to me and deploy my stuff to save my life. That's his job. But I was deployed. He went down below, and in the video you can see me. There's two. And anyway, I got a down plane. At that point, they told me that I cut away, which you're supposed to do. You can't, usually a normal would be cut away and pull reserve, but my reserve is already out. Your cutaway handle's here and your reserve's here. I cut away, I punched, pulled, like I was supposed to do. I was trained to do that. And when I did that, apparently my parachute wanted to go into my reserve, and now I have there's nothing above my head, nothing. And I mean, I fell from, if I had to guess, maybe like 2,500 to 2,000 feet-ish. I don't know. And the speed, no one was right next to me. I don't know how fast. I mean, I could use my imagination. I had a shirt probably above my head because there was no two open canopies open. One was trying, I'm sure, but it had another canopy inside of it, so it's just mangled mesh. At that point, I imagine, I mean, that again, these memories are taken from me. It's just a defense mechanism. I think no one wants to know what happened after that, but.
You don't recall any, oh my God, I'm going to die moment?
Mainly in the hospital. From the point of.
First, but before you go into that, tell me what you hit.
Before?
When you hit the ground.
Oh, I hit, luckily, close to my DZ, where my drop zone is, that plane took off. There's an area where we come up before a jump, I forgot to mention, is a landing pattern. When we jump at a very specific time before we leave that plane. I know where that drop zone is. And I can look down from the plane and see it clear as day. Okay, cool. There's the runway. We're good. I'm jumping at 14,000 feet. And I know that if I jump and I deploy at 4K, I can make, I mean, it might take me a second to, I see it, okay, cool, and then make my adjustments and land. Where I landed whenever I had my malfunction was in a cornfield that was relatively close enough that fortunately and unfortunately for some, they seen me hit the ground. It was just, they have a spotter out there to make sure everyone makes it back. And I made it back all right, thankfully close enough, and I hit the ground.
I use Shipt same-day delivery to stay connected with my sister during the holidays. She lives across the country. Shipt has tons of stores to order from. Groceries from Albertsons, crafts from Michael's, even pet supplies from PetSmart. The list goes on. So when we have long-distance movie nights, I turn to Shipt to get face masks, snacks, and everything else we need delivered to her and to me same day. Download the app or visit Shipt.com. That's SHIPT.com.
See, don't you feel great that you did that for your mother?
When that happened, thankfully,
thank you. It's so hot.
When a life flight happens, it's a helicopter, and they had a helicopter to pick me up.
Great.
I was in bad shape.
I got that for you.
There's no.
Did you drink out of my bottle?
No sugarcoating it.
I drink out of my cup.
Tastes a little burnt.
You taste a little burnt.
It was bad.
And water can't taste burnt. That's your dog's
from my spine.
And water can't taste burnt. That's your job.
I was bleeding.
What?
From the inside.
I didn't burn water.
I was bubbling up. My jaw is broken in 3 places from the impact, and I was wearing a helmet.
Feed this bad.
I told you, like, I can only imagine what would. I don't think I'd be here if I didn't have a helmet on.
Walker.
And I wasn't wearing it first and foremost for protection. I was wearing it because it's comfortable. Keeps wind at your eyes. You don't have to wear those goofy goggles that are uncomfortable that crush your face. You put on boom strap and you're good. I didn't wear it for safety, but thankfully it did its job. But yeah, I broke my jaw here, and then it split down the middle here. I broke 6 ribs and again, whenever I landed, I forgot to say, I landed on my right side. I landed, it's hard to describe, but pretty much just solely on this side of my body completely. And I don't know where my arm was, but it was damaged in the fall too, and I landed on my ribs in my chest. But I broke 6 ribs too, and I broke my sternum. I broke a toe somehow, of course, on my right side. I severed a nerve in my back and exploded my L3.
And you beat your tongue?
Yeah, it's probably hard to see, but on both sides of my tongue, I didn't get it in half or anything, but I guess the impact, it just jarred my mouth closed, and my tongue just so happened to come out at the same time. So if you stick your tongue out and bite down on the sides, that's what happened. I had to get stitches on my tongue and stuff. That was horrible. But yeah, I had internal hemorrhaging, of course. But thankfully, when I got
with
to
some
the
other
hospital,
guys you knew before.
They had me on a drip, Dilaudid, and I've taken.
It took me by surprise, I must say.
I did my fair share of
that I
testing,
found,
certain substances out and stuff. I never really had a problem, so to speak. There was one point in time I thought I was going through withdrawals. I will say I have been through withdrawals, and it wasn't my choice per se. It was because of Dilaudid. Anyway, now I'm in the hospital, and there's so many. I may be forgetting something.
just about to lose my mind.
So many things happened to me in that short area, and
it was just 3 months ago.
it was very early, but it was quite a ride. All that happened, and so now I wake up, I come to, they wake me up in the hospital. I'm sitting there, and I don't know what happened. I'm asking people, like, where the hell am I, what's going on? And these are strangers. Like, there's no one in my family, no one that I know. I have, at this point, I think they just took everything out of my nose, because my mouth is, it's not wired shut yet. It does, but it's broken still. And they're not telling me, like, hey, we're about to do this. They don't say nothing. They say, you were in an accident. That's all they say. You're in an accident. I keep hearing it. I'm like, whoa, what does that mean? I don't know how did I get in an accident? And they don't say anything. I don't know. They didn't tell me nothing. And then I'd pass out. And then I'd wake up again. I don't know how long that went on for, but it kept happening. And it turned out I had 2 blood clots in my carotid artery. And I did not know at the time, but I guess that can cause like strokes. I'm not medically educated whatsoever. I don't know anything other than a common cold. So I kept passing out. Once I finally got to see my family, thankfully they got to come down and see me, and my girl's a nurse, so she's telling me, hey, you messed yourself up skydiving. I'm like, there's no way. I don't know. I didn't believe her, and then I passed out. And then I wake up and I'd ask her again, what happened? She said, you fell. You hit the ground hard. You can't move. I also found that I couldn't move. I couldn't walk. They wouldn't let me. They forcefully held me down. And anytime I tried moving, they would come in and tell me to stop. I wouldn't. And they would put straps on my arms and hold me down. from moving. I could not move. They would not allow me to move, and that was so frustrating. It was horrible. Well, when sorry, the brackets were jacking my mouth up on talking. It goes by, and I find out, they tell me finally what happened. They said, hey, you were in a skydiving accident, you exploded.
Sounds like they've been telling you what happened.
We put a bar, I don't know how long, it's from my L1, which is kind of near your tailbone, to your L5 in your back, and I have a metal bar like that. I'll never be able to bend over for the rest of my life, pick anything up normally. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't really necessarily bug me anymore. I'm pretty used to it now, but it's very frustrating sometimes. They told me I had a metal bar in my back, and I thought that was pretty rough, but I didn't know what it was at the time. And they said, you probably won't be able to walk. That sucked. That was really rough to hear. But not so much for me, because I'm still in shock, and also please keep in mind at the time I'm on Dilaudid and 15 other drugs. I have help there, and I didn't realize that at the time, but I had help from them, from my support team, and from the substances that they have given me to help me. And since after that, then I met the plastic surgeon to do my job. He said, are you ready? I said, sure. Yeah, and I didn't even know. He probably came in and talked to me. I don't remember it. He did, I'm sure, though, because I've met him since. I haven't been on anything. He's a great guy. He's awesome. He's here in Austin. He's amazing. He's great. He reconstructed my mouth. He took my jaw out. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of crooked now. But he took out a chunk. I don't know how big, but my bottom mouth now is crooked. He probably took out a ½ inch or so because it was shattered. And it was probably from my face shield. Whenever I smacked the ground, it probably took some severe damage too, went into my face and did a number on my jaw. But yeah, he put me back together. Then he wired me up. Well, whenever I hit the ground, I hit it so hard. When no one had a speed gun on me, they don't know how fast I was going. I mean, probably, I don't know, maybe 50 to 60 miles an hour. I'll say I smacked the ground. No parachute. It's horrible. I hit it so hard, the tooth came up it came out of my gums. I don't know how, because another one went down and got crushed, probably by another tooth or something. At that point, they wired it. They wired my shut closed with that tooth out of my gums. And my jaw would spasm so many times after the surgery. All day.
I'm gonna do one now.
And that happened for probably, I think, 5 days-ish. It was spazzing out. And I'd be fine trying to talk, or I'd talk hard like this till I couldn't move my jaw. And then it would spaz, and I'd just start crying. It was horrible. It's the worst pain. I don't know if you've ever had a toothache. It was horrible. The nerve in your mouths are really sensitive, and it's a bad feeling. So I got it wired, and it lasted for...
Espresso, stop it. Espresso, stop it.
I don't know exactly. I'd have to double check how long I had it on, but I was in this place for a month, and they didn't let me up for a month. They would not let me up, and I was getting freaking frustrated. That is so uncomfortable.
Stop it.
Going from walking...
Leave this mirror alone before you break it.
Being literally held down. by force if necessary. And that will be by your loved ones, and then you eventually
Some
get
cats just
frustrated
get
with
so
your
bored
loved ones, and you
and just go
don't
trying
wanna
to
be
mess
around them.
things up.
They're telling you don't move. All you want to do is just stand up. You don't know. They tell you you can't walk. The doctors do. And I want to prove them wrong, so I stand up. And I try, but anytime I would, they'd come in and they'd threaten to strap me down, and that was even worse than not walking at all, so I'd sit back down usually. Anyway, I start working in rehab on PT, learning to walk again, and they're really patient with me. I'm very jacked up at this point. I can't eat, really. They give me a protein shake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they're not good ones. I mean, you get what they give you. Usually, it was the strawberry one was the one I loved the most. It was nasty, but it was so much better than the chocolate one. That one was horrible, but you're gonna drink it if you haven't eaten. And they make you. They're not like force feed you or anything like that, but they'll bug you until you eat. They make sure you eat. They're great people. Yeah, they start training me. I start doing like standing things. I try to move
Get
my legs
down.
forward, which I still can't do to this day. And towards the tail end, they give me a release date. They say, hey, you're doing good in PT, you're doing good in OT, and that's occupational therapy, not physical therapy. It's still kind of physical therapy, but it's more of like weight training, like dumbbells. And physical training was more of walk related. Like, I'm gonna get you to do like not a stair climber, but they have their own version of it. It's easier. And I'm still in a walker, but I wouldn't walk anywhere at the beginning. I had to be pushed around a freaking wheelchair by my old lady, by them, everywhere, until like the tail end, until I got my release date. Then I got strong enough.
Frightening free radicals are everywhere. Luckily, Palm Wonderful's antioxidants help defend against them. Real life is scary. Protect yourself from free radicals with Palm.
Burberry Goddess, the new parfum. This is Buick, now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Current eligible GM lessees get this ultra-low mileage lease on this 2026 Encore GX Preferred for around $199 per month.
My name is Jeffrey Manchester. I've been living in a toy store for 6 months.
I would very much like to go out on a date with you. You're not good at being a criminal.
Oh, and I learned again how to walk. Once I did that, they would feel comfortable to leave me because this was a busy place. There's people coming in I see that didn't have half of their face, and they were in the same. Some maybe they didn't fall out of the sky or nothing, but I heard people have normal lives and just in a car wreck, and now they're missing a leg, or there's one story in particular that touched me. It was torturous yet absolutely stunning and beautiful at the same exact time. Sorry, this is I've never told this story and not cried, so I'm gonna do my absolute best. I might have to pause, but like I said, I knew what to do in PT. It was the same. It was clockwork almost. Pretty much relatively same workouts. She'd tell me, I want you to do this, and I'd be like, okay, sounds good. And I have another patient, I'm gonna go help them, is that all right? They would never just leave me. I would say, absolutely. That's perfect. And to paint a picture for you of the place, it was a big table with 2 wrestling mats on it, and that's what you lay on. And I was getting good at walking. I have not walked by myself though, and that was not approved by them. And I fell before, so I didn't get up. She left, and I'm laying there, and I'm doing my workouts, and this kid gets pushed in by his, I don't know if it was his mom or his dad. Well, both of them, I mean, but I don't know what their actual titles were. They looked and appeared as his parents. But push their kid in there, and there's not a teacher or instructor with him.
Stop.
And I'm just working. I just minded my own business. I didn't think anything of it. I mean, I've seen plenty of kids there. Horrible stories, I'm sure, but I seen him a few days ago, and it made my lady cry just seeing him because we don't have any kids or anything like that, but we just pictured like, man, it would be horrible to be in their situation. I mean, God forbid you have a child and then you have to
stop.
You know, they're quadriplegic and now, you know, and at one point they weren't. That's horrible. I don't even want to think about that, but unfortunately, that's the situation these people are
Yo, so somewhere. Go somewhere.
I'm laying on this mat, and I'll just say the mom was sitting on.
KRE, come and get your cat.
She was wearing a black shirt, and the husband was wearing.
Hurry up.
And this young kid, maybe the age of 14, was wearing a white one also, and he was a quadriplegic for sure. Like there's no doubt that this kid. I didn't hear a word come out of him. I'd hear noises. His eyes weren't open. He was breathing. His parents were talking to him. And that's one thing, they were so positive. And all I could think of was like what I was going through the whole time there. I was so sad that I could never walk. They told me I wasn't going to walk again. I mean, I was walking, but I was walking like a goober, man. I was like so... I'm considered crippled right now, and I thought, like, I'm never going to be able to run casing again, ever in my life. And I'm kind of getting depressed at this point, because I'm working out, but I'm so impatient with my body. Like, I'm working out, and I'm not walking yet. Why am I not walking? Well, I still got a freaking walker. I got to get rid of this walker, but I got to work out. And I keep saying this to myself, and unfortunately, I'm still not better, but I have a better attitude now, because thankful for this kid and what I experienced. But anyway, this mom is sitting there, and while I'm having these thoughts in my head, like it was right as I was having these thoughts, this kid, he's sitting in he's in a big wheelchair. It's not a standard wheelchair. It's one for special circumstances like his. And these parents don't know who I am. I never said a word to them. I was respecting their space and what they got going on. But all I could hear was the mom begging, just begging her son and calling him by his name. And I still remember his name, but I don't know if his parents would like me to say it on this channel, so I'm going to hold that to myself. But I still know his name, his full name, because his mom was saying it to him, calling him by his first name and telling him, you need to move your wrist. Just move your wrist. Please just move your wrist. And I stopped for a second just because, like, I can only imagine if he would have moved his wrist, it would have changed that mom's outlook. Like, that would have been like winning the lottery. He moved his wrist. Like, just something, anything. Like, it doesn't have to be like this or nothing. Just twitch at something. And it would have changed her outlook. And I instantly thought, like, I could not believe that I fell from 4,000 feet, and I tell people I've been in a skydiving accident. They say you're a miracle. No, I'm not. I didn't do anything. The doctors and my family did stuff. I laid there with a lot of I didn't do anything. I had absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm strong because I had a great support system in place, and mainly because of this experience, because at that point, I decided that I don't need to walk at all. This kid's not walking at all. And I get to tell my mom every single day if I want to that I love her. I can speak, I can talk, and I have my own thoughts, and I'm in control of those thoughts. And I say that because in this facility, there are individuals that do not have control of their thoughts nor how they speak. And I got to witness that, and that was pretty hideous. But I had to lay there. That my instructor usually left me for about an hour. I didn't have a clock near me, but it seemed like a long time. And I had to listen to this young lady plead with her son to smooth his wrist. And I was sitting there, I was rooting for him. I wanted him to. I was, man, just do it. You're good. You got it. It's cool. And I'd give anything. I don't know if he's alive. I don't know. I'm sorry, this is gross. But anyway, he I don't think he moved his wrist. Hour goes by. I mean, I can't move. I can't leave. I'm just listening to the dad laugh and talk about what happened. Turns out the kid was in a motorcycle wreck, in a dirt bike. Been in several of those, man. Several. I don't know too many people that have fell out of the freaking sky and are living this story.
I'm glad you're here.
I can't wrap my head around why I'm alive. I don't know why. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. And this kid is 14, who has a loving mom, it seems, and a loving father.
I need some batteries for my beloved lights.
Had a scar from ear to ear on top of his head and can't open his eyes anymore. From a dirt bike accident. That's ridiculous. Like, I could not, I still can't understand that. It's horrible. It's, I hope that kid's doing great. I mean, if not, I wish I could get in contact with them. I'd do anything for them, man. Like, they saved my life too. Like, they played just as much part as my girl and my mom and those doctors did in my rebuilding process. But I mean,
do you feel lucky now?
Oh man, that's an understatement. I feel lucky, but I'll tell you, man, if something were to happen right now, at this moment in my life, I don't have bad days anymore. I was very self-centered young man. Very, like...
Sweet pea?
I was just selfish, man. I was a very selfish young man. I did what I wanted to do. I mean, I made my old lady move so I can chase my dream. She's still doing her thing, but I did what I wanted to do, and it was I completely accept my responsibility in doing that.
I need some batteries, Sweet Pea.
She didn't see it any gnarly way, you know? She knew I loved it, and, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to support, you know, your family member and what they love doing. I'm going to do the same for her. I would definitely do it, but that kid, they have no idea anything about this story. I didn't go up there and say, oh, I didn't talk to him. I didn't say nothing to him, and I was too scared. But I was awestruck from that moment on, and I said to myself, I don't care if they take my other leg. I don't care if I lose my sight. I don't care. I'm fine. Like, that kid, man, like, he didn't have anything. I didn't see him, and I pray he has it now. I hope. I mean, I'd give anything to know. I don't know. I know his name. I haven't looked him up or anything like that. I'm kind of scared too, just like watching my video. I don't really kind of figure just leave it to, if it pops up, you know.
Do you regret picking up skydiving?
No. No, I'd do it again right now, if I could. But again, like, USPA won't, I mean, a legit school, jump school won't allow me to jump just because it's a liability. Like I said, if I deploy, it's gonna tear my back up. I mean, it's not a, they train you to make it as easy as possible when deploying, but it hits hard. It's a good jolt. I mean, you go from 120 to about 20. So you lose speed fast, like immediately, and my back won't allow it. I have a massive scar on my back and a lot of metal in my body now that I don't know. I would love to skydive, man. I say that I would go, but everyone says, like, man, Logan, you're a miracle. You did so many amazing things. Again, my family did. I wasn't there. I didn't have to drive 4 hours with the thought of, you know, my son being dead. Or my girl, you know, she just, I think that she was calling me, because usually I would get home before she would be done with work, and I'd already be home. She knew I went and jumped, but I went and jumped many times and came home, and I was at home whenever she would get home from work, you know, at 7. I wasn't there. She didn't.
Harry, give me those batteries out of those lights that Nana bought you last year.
That day. Yeah, she, I imagine that was pretty rough, but thankfully it wasn't that.
Give me those lights. I need 3 AA batteries that Nana bought you last year.
Yeah, slowly, very slowly. But again, I work out hard. I get to start.
The lights that Nana bought you?
Encouraged me to do that. It's been a process to start again, but I get to do it again.
You come and sit down?
Whenever
you know those are broke, right?
Start that.
What?
I'm interested.
What are broke? I need the batteries out of the lights.
Those batteries are in those lights. And what lights did she buy me last year?
The strobe lights that you need to turn on. They go out every night.
I know. I grew up knowing that.
Yes.
Everyone's got problems. Everyone's got stuff.
Because Asa bought you those other
I've
ones
seen.
that you need to put batteries in.
Yeah, I've seen
Alan
grown
got me
men,
the strip ones.
Men and women,
And
I'm
it
talking
takes those batteries.
probably grandmothers to children, man. Maybe of 9 years old ish. You know, boys and girls, unfortunately, but everyone's got problems.
You like it?
Every single person.
Big
But with that little
It's like the
thing
big
taught me
cahoots.
was you have a lot of stuff. That's
I need batteries.
Look at my toes.
and unfortunately I had to go through this whole experience and still I deal with
Why are you doing that?
stuff.
It's art,
every
KRE.
day.
I'm an artist.
No, you're not.
But
Why not?
It's your outfit.
if I had to give
That
you
artist?
just one bit of
This is
If I
not
have
what
to
I
say,
imagined to
Look at your
wear.
bed. That
make
artist?
sure you treat every
Oh, it's
day
time to go.
It's your small little tiny
and
trait.
respect what you have
artist?
because
She's talking about this, y'all.
I see many people have normal lives and
And she's also talking about this.
it's a
that an artist?
brutally honest statement that you
Look at this
can,
chair. Is that an
you can
artist?
lose
That.
something pretty valuable to you,
Right.
not even.
Come on, we're gonna read
You
a chapter
probably
before we
wouldn't
go,
know it.
before I turn off my live.
Everybody has something.
Which chapter you want to read
terrible
out
going on in
of?
their life, but
Which book you want to
have
read out
good
of?
things too, and you just
Pick
gotta
one.
find those.
You're not getting out of it.
And may not be able to walk perfectly or run. I hope
What? I
I
don't
never
know.
come in contact
Pick one.
with
Pick
the
a
bear,
chapter.
but I can't
Pick a
run,
book.
but I'll tell you right now.
Now.
Pick up.
Hurry
I
up before we
can,
sit here for longer.
Come visit you, on command. I can come. I can go to my
Chill.
mother. I can
There's not a book called Two.
speak to her anytime I wish. Thankfully, I can see.
Scroll through the book.
This is.
Which book? Which
much.
book do you want me
I'm
to?
not sure.
I can.
Scroll through
Pick
through
one.
the book.
I can go to the restroom whenever I want.
He just
I-
scrolled through
No,
the
pick
book
one.
laying on.
Pissing,
Pick a book.
defecating all over
Hurry
myself.
up before we sit here
But
longer.
I'll tell you what, now I'm good.
You're not going anywhere until you give me a book.
There's
Hurry
people
up!
that aren't able to because of the
Matthew,
illness
what?
Thank you.
they suffer from because of a certain nerve.
Matthew, what?
Which controls
Two.
your lower half. So thankfully, That was never a problem, so to speak.
Matthew
That
2.
would be it. You do have problems. Everyone's got problems, and everyone deals with those differently. But please understand, you got a lot of things going for you that you may not, you do take for granted. You can speak on command, and that's just enough. You don't need anything else. Trust me. That kid, and I promise you.
Now, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judah in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For he saw his star, for we saw his star when it rose, and have come to worship him." When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled. Okay, let me start over. Now, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem, hold on.
2.
I can still.
This is 2.
You know, I can move my wrist on.
Now, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judah in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to.
Logan, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Father God, I just want to pray against every spirit that doesn't want me to read.
Okay.
I want to pray against all the spirits that will hinder me from moving forward and retaining information from this Matthew chapter 2. I pray for to retain the information. I pray for knowledge and wisdom in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we saw his star when it rose, and have come to worship him." When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And assembling all the chief priests and scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. They told him, "In Bethlehem of Judah, for so it is written by the prophet, and you, O Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among rulers of Judah. For from you shall come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel." Then Herod summoned the wise men secretly and ascertained from them what time the star had appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word, that I too may come and worship him." After listening to the king, they went on their way, and behold, the star that they had seen when it rose went before them until it came to rest over the place where the child was.
Think that I'm misrepresenting you, that you can come up and correct me and actually show me that you actually do believe the prophets, you know? Maybe I got it all.
Then Herod summoned the wise men secretly and ascertained from them what time the star had appeared, and he sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word that I too may go and worship him." After listening to the king, they went on their way, and behold, the star that they had seen when it rose went before them until it came to rest over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced exceedingly with great joy. And going into the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother, and they fell down and worshipped him. Then, opening their treasures, they offered him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. And being warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they departed to their own country by another way. The flight to Egypt. Now when they had departed, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Rise, take the child and his mother to flee to Egypt and remain there until I tell you. For Herod is about to search for the child to destroy him." And he rose and took the child and his mother by night and departed to Egypt and remained there until the death of Herod. This was to fulfill what the Lord had spoken by the prophet, "Out of Egypt I called my son." Herod kills the children. Then Herod, when he saw that he had been tricked by the wise men, became furious. And he sent and killed all the male children in Bethlehem in all that region who were 2 years old or under, according to the time that he had ascertained from the wise men. Then was fulfilled what was spoken by the prophet Jeremiah. A voice was heard in Ramah, weeping and loud lamentation. Rachel weeping for her children. She refused to be comforted because they are no more. What do you think that means? A voice was heard in Ramah, weeping and loud lamentation. Rachel weeping for her children. She refused to be comforted because they are no more. I think that's obviously talking about all the women that were weeping because their child was dead, being killed. The return to Nazareth. But when Herod died, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt, saying, Rise, take the child to his mother and go to the land of Israel, for those who sought the child's life are dead. And he rose and took the child and his mother and went to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus was reigning over Judea in place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there, and being warned in a dream, he withdrew to the district of Galilee. And he went and lived in a city called Nazareth, so that what was spoken by the prophets might be fulfilled, that he would be called a Nazarene. The end. What did you get out of that chapter? Anything? You're not leaving until you answer the question.
Yeah, I know. The king of Jerusalem, is it? Right?
I think it was Jerusalem. Yeah.
The king of Jerusalem was jealous.
Yeah.
That there would be an upcoming king, so he decided to kill all the babies before they became men, because that's when they would become kings. But he missed Jesus because Mary
and Joseph
went to another town, so he wouldn't be killed.
Right. So, did you know?
Mary, did you know?
Yeah. That this story is the story that churches, you know, when they have the little kids pretend to be baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph, and they put on a play, and they have the 3 wise men come and give the gifts every year. This is the story.
Yeah, I know.
What a fine time to pick Matthew 2, Kayari. You still at that mirror?
He's over here.
No, he ain't.
That's expressive.
He didn't go bing, bing, and then run over here.
Come here, pumpkin pie.
Father God, what are you trying to tell us by KRE choosing Matthew 2? What a fine time, God, around your birthday too.
Did you fart on him? Did you fart?
Around the time where we're getting to celebrate your birthday, Jesus. Lord have mercy. Thank you for your honor. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for everything that you do for us, God. Thank you for all that is true. God, thank you for your word. Thank you for peace. Thank you for joy. Thank you for the Thank you that you are the reason for the season.
Such a gentle little baby.
God, we ask that you protect our house, protect our building from witchcraft and voodoo and anything that tries to come up against us through Satan and his workers of iniquity. God, I pray that we have a peaceful night and dream well. God, I pray that you send legions of angels to be surrounded by us, to surround us and to protect us from things known and unknown. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
Amen. What?
It's not working.
Really? Hey! No biting Bibles. But the batteries aren't in it. It's okay. You sorry? You sorry?
Look, guys, there's no batteries in it.
Why are you wet?
Look. Carrie.
What?
This is not Jesus? There's no batteries in this thing, Carrie.
Okay. There was this time, I don't remember. There was this time when those lights that are hanging up on my bed turned on, but there was no batteries in it.
Okay.
Actually, those other lights, you know those lights that you bought me last year?
Yeah.
Those turned on, but it wasn't even plugged into the wall. It's broken.
Okay. Prove it.
They can't turn on now.
Yeah. I find time that they can't turn on now when you need to prove it. Right.
Turn on.
Okay, bye guys. Love you. See you tomorrow.